Today I'm going to show you how to make the Thai green curry from my book, The Curry Guide Thai. This is really easy. Once you get the paste together, you can go for it, and it takes you minutes to make. So I'm just going to add a little bit of coconut oil, a couple tablespoons of coconut oil to this pan, and let that melt in there. Today I'm using my own homemade Thai green curry paste. You could use something like that. You just go out and purchase some Thai paste, but you will get a better result if you make your own. There's just so much in there. Just all the flavors are just incredible. So if you're using a paste like that, you can use 2 to 3 tablespoons just to add it to taste. But if you want to make that, I'm going to show you how to make it at the end of this video. So be sure to stay watching. So here we are. Got this oil going. I'm going to add the homemade Thai paste. There we are, a little bit more there. And I'm just going to stir that into the coconut oil to cook out the rawness. It's already smelling incredible in here. This is going to be so good. I can hardly wait. All right, with that kind of bubbling away there, I'm going to add some chicken. You could add beef, you could add anything you like to this instead of chicken, or you could even make it vegetarian, add some potatoes, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to add some raw chicken there. I'm just going to let that chicken sizzle into that Thai paste. And we're just going to let that cook there for about 2 or 3 minutes, just to kind of get it seared and to get it started. So as you will have seen, I had all my ingredients ready to go. I recommend you do the same thing. Just get everything ready before you start, because this is a very quick one. I'm going to literally be able to finish it up here in a few minutes. I'm going to have to simmer things for a while, but it is really one of the most easy curries to make. Once you've made your paste, which takes you a couple minutes anyway, you can really put together a restaurant quality Thai green curry in less than 20 minutes. Okay, so that's kind of been cooking there for a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 tin of coconut milk, just thick coconut milk. And we're going to add a little bit of this, I got some fresh stock here. About 250 milliliters, 1 US cup. There we are. And we're just going to bring that to a simmer now. And when it comes to a simmer, we're going to go ahead and add a few vegetables. I'll discuss that with you as soon as we get that bubbling away. And this has been simmering away here for a few minutes now. I'm going to let it simmer a little bit longer to thicken a bit. Thai curries are usually not too thick. They have a thinner sauce than like Indian curries. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some vegetables. Now you can add the vegetables you like. I've got some courgette in there, some like a small courgette. I've got some aubergine and some corn, some sweet corn. We're just going to add that in there. And these will cook quite quickly. And what you have to do is you have to just try it. The main thing about Thai food is you want to be trying it as you go, because you want to get the right sweetness, the right sourness, nice savoriness, everything. It's a very well balanced flavor. And the same goes for the textures as well. You know, if you put something like a aubergine in, like I did, you want to make sure that you're happy with the texture of it. So take it off the heat when those aubergines are cooked to your liking, or whatever you happen to be putting in there. To that, I'm going to add a little bit more lime leaf, just some shredded lime leaf. We'll use a little bit back as a garnish as well. And I'm going to put a couple of chilies in there as well, but I'm going to put some fresh chilies on at the end as well. So this just needs to sit here and simmer now for about 5-10 minutes until I'm happy with the vegetables, and then I'm going to come back for a taste test. All right, and this is just about ready now. The vegetables are cooked, the chicken is cooked. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar just for sweetness. All these things you need to taste yourself. Just kind of add it little bits of it at a time. Make sure you're happy. I'm going to add some fish sauce now, a couple of glugs. And that's really where you're going to get the saltiness from it. And just give this a stir. I'm going to give this a try now. That is really good. That is really good. Add some lime juice. I usually add lime juice at the end because it will weaken if it cooks too long. So you just add it right at the end of cooking. And this is going to have the perfect balance of sweetness, spiciness, savoriness, sourness. Turn off the heat. There you have it. Thai green curry. It's really taken me about 20 minutes to make it the very, very most. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button, and we'll see you next time. This is Thai cooking at its best. Bold, fragrant, and perfectly balanced. What I really love about this curry is how alive it tastes. The paste is fresh, the sauce is light but creamy, and the chicken is tender and juicy, soaking up all that incredible flavor. Once you've made a proper Thai green curry like this at home, you will want to make it again and again. So then, would you like to see how I made that Thai green paste that I used in the Thai green curry? I'll show you how it's done here. Okay, so we're going to start this off now by toasting some cumin seeds and some coriander seeds. And all we're doing here is we're just trying to move them around in the pan over the heat to toast them, to bring out the natural oils that are inside. And it doesn't take long. It takes about a minute or so. You really just need them to be warm to the touch and beginning to turn fragrant, which they already are right now. Smelling quite nice. I'll just check that with the bottom of my hand. They're nice and toasty, and they smell nice too. So I'm going to take this off the heat, and I'll pour it in my blender here. Now we're going to go through what ingredients are in this, and I do want to point out that I've got a pestle mortar here, which I'm not going to use today, because the traditional way of making a Thai green paste or any kind of Thai paste is to pound it, and by pounding it, you're pounding those juices out of the ingredients, and it does make a difference, but it also takes about an hour. So most people don't do that. Even in Thailand, they don't do that. It takes a long time to pound a paste together, but it's worth doing if you have the time to do it. Today, I'm going to do it all in my blender, and I've got here some shallots, a couple of shallots. All of the ingredients are down below in the description. I got about 15 bird's eye chilies there. Quite a lot. And that again, if you don't like really spicy curries, use less, or even maybe even put in some bell pepper or something like that, some green bell pepper. Now I've got some about 12 cloves of garlic there as well. And then some lemongrass. And the lemongrass is just, it really does bring the flavor out. It is so nice in this paste. And then here I've got some chopped up galangal. I'm just gonna put that in there as well. And galangal is this. It looks very much like ginger. It tastes different to the ginger though. It's more of a, it's just a, it's something you've really got to taste to understand, but it is absolutely gorgeous. If you can't find galangal, you can use ginger, but it's just not the same. Here I've got a few lime leaves. Just gonna put those in there. I'm gonna add a nice lime flavor to it, along with this lime peel that I've done there. And we have some paste, some shrimp paste. You don't want to use a lot of that because it's very, very strong. And then here I got some basil stems and also some coriander stems. We're just going to add all those in there as well. And just a touch of white pepper. I use about a teaspoon. And we're just going to add enough water to help this blend. You really don't, depending on the size of your blender and the strength of your blender, you probably don't need much. So we're just going to go ahead, So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, and I'm going to be able to make a curry paste in about a minute, which would normally take an hour in a pestle and mortar. So here we go. Okay, now because I've blended this, it's probably going to be a little bit thinner than if I were just to put it into a pestle and mortar, add a little bit of water, but as you can see, it's really quite thick. And there we have it. That is enough paste for one curry to serve 4 people. And as you can see, I made it in minutes. It's very easy. And just the aroma in this room right now, it's incredible. It's just all those ingredients together. Spicy, it's sweet, it's sour, it's everything. It's gorgeous. So I hope you do give it a try soon, and see you next time. Homemade green curry paste. It's so much better than anything you can purchase. You can make it in minutes. Give it a try. It will take your curries up to the next level, I promise.